Have you ever wondered if your dog actually feels guilty after making a mess? Maybe they chewed up your favorite shoes, knocked over a drink, or ignored your calls. But then something strange happens. Their ears drop, they avoid eye contact, or they nuzzle up to you in a way that feels almost human. But here's the truth. Dogs do apologize, just not in ways most people recognize. In this video, we'll uncover 6 secret ways dogs say, "I'm sorry." And by the end, you'll see your furry friend's actions in a whole new light. 1. Lowering their head and avoiding eye contact. One of the most common behaviors that owners interpret as an apology is when dogs lower their heads and avoid eye contact. This usually happens when a dog knows they've done something their owner doesn't like, such as chewing on shoes or knocking something over. But here's what many people don't realize. This behavior is more about submission than actual guilt. Dogs are incredibly skilled at reading our facial expressions and tone of voice. So when they sense frustration, their natural instinct is to calm things down by lowering their head and looking away. Your dog is basically saying, "I get that you're upset and I'm not trying to challenge you." In dog language, direct eye contact can be a sign of confrontation. So by avoiding your gaze, your dog is showing respect and trying to ease the tension. Even if they don't fully understand what they did wrong, they sense something is off and instinctively react in a way that helps restore peace. Does your dog ever do this? Do you take it as an apology? But what happens when they start approaching you slowly, looking guilty? Is that another way of saying sorry? Let's take a look. 2. Slow approach and submissive body language. Another common way dogs apologize is through submissive body language and slowly approaching you. Ever notice how, after doing something naughty, your dog will come toward you with their body low, tail tucked between their legs, and ears back? This is a clear sign that they're trying to approach without causing any more trouble. When a dog senses they've upset their owner, this body language is their way of saying, "I don't want to make things worse." Dogs are social animals that follow a hierarchical structure, and submission is a way of showing respect to the leader, which in this case is you. By keeping their body low and their tail down, they're signaling that they understand something went wrong and are not trying to challenge your authority. This instinct comes from their pack mentality, where keeping the peace is crucial for survival. When your dog slowly approaches, they're subtly asking for forgiveness and trying to repair the bond. It's their silent way of saying, "I messed up, but can we make things right?" Does your dog ever approach you slowly with their head low after getting in trouble? It's a clear sign of submission. But what if they bring you a treat instead? Could that be an apology? 3. Bringing you a toy or favorite object. When your dog brings their favorite toy after doing something wrong, they might actually be trying to make up for it with a peace offering. Many dog owners see this gesture as their dog's way of saying sorry. And honestly, they're not entirely wrong. By bringing a toy or another valuable object, your dog is offering something meaningful to reestablish a positive connection. It's almost as if they're saying, "Hey, let's forget about that and play instead." This behavior could also be their way of shifting your focus away from the problem and encouraging you to engage in something positive. While dogs may not fully grasp the moral implications of their actions, they definitely notice when your mood changes, and instinctively, they want to fix that by offering something they know makes you happy. Playtime, besides trying to make peace, bringing a toy also reinforces a bond between you and your dog. It's their way of saying, "Even though I messed up, I still want to connect with you." Has your dog ever brought you a toy after getting into trouble? Let us know in the comments. Before we move on to the next point, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to keep learning more cool facts about dogs. 4. Rubbing their nose or leaning on you. When your dog rubs their nose against you or leans in softly, they're using physical touch as a form of emotional communication. This behavior is a clear way to ease any tension that may have built up. Dogs are highly social animals, And physical touch is one of the main ways they bond with other pack members, including you, their owner. After a misstep, that touch might be your dog way of saying, I still want to be close to you, even though I messed up. When they rub their nose or lean on you, they're seeking comfort, safety, and reconnection. This isn't just about affection. It's an attempt to restore harmony in your relationship. Physical touch sends a message that your dog is asking for things to go back to normal, looking for forgiveness and understanding. Have you ever noticed your dog rubbing their nose on you or leaning in for comfort? It's their way of reconnecting. But what about when their tail starts wagging slowly and their ears drop? Let's dive into that next. 5. Slow tail wag and lowered ears. One of the more subtle but expressive ways dogs apologize is through a slow tail wag and lowered ears. This behavior can easily be mistaken for a regular happy tail wag. However, the slower, more hesitant movement, combined with submissive body language, tells a different story. When your dog's tail is wagging slowly, it's not necessarily a sign of pure joy. Instead, it's an indication that your dog is feeling a bit nervous or unsure about the situation. The lowered ears, paired with slow tail wag, are classic signs of submission. Instead of their usual playful energy, your dog is communicating that they understand something went wrong and are trying to make peace. By paying attention to your dog's tail and ears, you can gain insight into their emotional state and recognize that they're actively trying to regain your trust. You've probably seen your dog's slow tail wag and lowered ears, right? But what if they start licking your hands or face? Is that another way of apologizing? 6. Licking you after getting in trouble. One behavior that many dog owners notice is when their dog starts licking their hands or face right after getting into trouble. This licking is actually a form of appeasement, an instinct that dogs have carried with them since their pack days. Licking is a way to show submission, while also seeking reconciliation with the leader, which is you. Licking is more complex than it seems. In many cases, dogs lick to ease tension and repair the bond. In the dog world, licking is a social behavior that strengthens relationships and expresses respect and affection. So, when your dog licks you after getting into trouble, they're essentially trying to smooth things over and return to a harmonious dynamic with you. Next time your dog does this, recognize it as a sincere attempt at reconciliation. Now, we want to hear from you. How does your dog say sorry? Is there a unique way they apologize that we didn't mention? Drop your stories in the comments and share your experiences. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.